the Final Four. I think a lot of people did. And then Syracuse steadily chips away with a 25-4 run. 25-4. We're talking about an Elite Eight game in which you got the best of the best still standing. And there's Jim Boeheim. Definitely controversial. He was 90% sure, he said, that Syracuse wasn't even going to make the field. But the Orange get a 10 seed based on, according to the selection committee chair, Joe Castiglione, based on the 4 top 50 wins and the quality of the road games that Syracuse had played coming out of the ACC. But here's Jim Boeheim, who served a 9-game suspension and missed the beginning of the ACC. The team went 4-5. A lot of people thought the Orange shouldn't be in the field at all and that the committee was rewarding Boeheim and the program for cheating. You always come back to the same point, though. It's not these kids. It's not these kids who cheated, or who were part of the cheating, I should say. And he served his time. And they got into the field and now making the Final Four. And he's getting ready to retire. He's an old guy, self-described old guy. And typically what you see from him is sour and dour. But not this time. Not on the court and not at his press conference.
I'm 71 years old. This is for them. I feel good when we win for them and for our fans. We have great fans, and for these guys. You know, I've seen enough things. I'm happy for them.
You know, it's a similar theme for both Jim Boeheim and the other old guy in Roy Williams. It's been obviously an emotional couple of years for Roy Williams, but I tell you what, crying Roy Williams is way better than the crying Michael Jordan meme. Roy Williams cries over everything. Jim Boeheim, not so much. Roy Williams, yes. His team answered a 12-0 Notre Dame run with a 12-0 run of its own in the second half. This is the game that had a bunch of tug-of-wars. It was like a tug-of-war, a seesaw, a lot of momentum swings. And so with the seniors, like Marcus Page, a guy that he's obviously really attached to because he started him as a freshman, feels like he's been there forever. You've got, once again, a really emotional Roy Williams, like an emotional Jim Boeheim.
I've said this to some of you folks out there on the court. I've never wanted anything in my life for someone else as much as I wanted to get this bunch to the Final Four.
In the moment, you always think about what's happening currently, and I wouldn't be surprised if he'd said something similar to that before. But the older he gets, and, you know, the more success you have, the higher the expectations. And certainly with health problems, he's got to have, I think, double knee replacement coming.